Mic check, mic check. Am I audible? Mic check, mic check. Welcome to Mumbai Ultimate League Season 5. On the final
Yep,
day,
recharge lang.
sponsored by Refex. The hydration partner is Fast&Up, and the beautiful jerseys are sponsored by Agile. The toss has been made,
We'll start on. Yeah.
and the Desi Hawks have taken the spot.
Yes, I have free spirit.
Yeah.
Any conversation we have.
यहाँ से दूसरी बॉटल से हटा दें सबको सबको बैनर्स के पीछे खड़ा रखिएगा ओनली प्लेयर्स आर अलाउड अंदर मैं कॉल करवाना
As we are on the final day, the final match between Desi Hawks and Dancing Dragons of Mumbai Ultimate League Season 5. The climate seems to be fine, and both of the teams are getting ready for the final team meeting, planning out the strategies for the final match. Hello, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The final match has begun between the Dancing Dragons and the Desi Hawks. Two of the most beautiful games. Really good play by both teams on these past few days. Good reset by the Desi Hawks. Nice in cuts, and a travel call has been made. A bit too hasty for. Keep at least one foot on the floor. Now the good pass, and there's a nice huck over there. Could be an early start, good finish, and he has caught it, but it seems to be outbound, and that's a turnover. That was a nice attempt, early good attempt by the Desi Hawks. Dominate over the Dancing Dragons. Dancing Dragons get a lead, and it is outbound side once again. And it's another turnover, and the disc goes back to the Desi Hawks. The Dancing Dragons defend against Desi Hawks. A bit too close for comfort.
Good evening, Gusto.
Good evening, Arul. Welcome back.
Good evening, everyone.
How are you, Mr. Arul?
I am great. I'm great. I'm really excited for this finals of MUL season 5.
Yes, yes,
Like,
me too.
like, like we called already. We were right. These two teams were always on the top. We said
Yes,
they
they are
are gonna
just
meet in the
brilliant.
final.
Yeah, I really love these jerseys the Desi Hawks are wearing right now. I wish I could get one of those. कुछ जुगाड़ हो सकता है क्या? And that's a
And
beautiful finish
that's
right
a
there.
score.
That's a score. An early point and a good team celebration right there by the Desi Hawks. With 87 minutes and 41 seconds on the clock. That is score one for the Hawks against the Dragons.
I'm sure we are gonna have a really good match, intense match.
Yes.
But what I'm really concerned about is Gusto that
Yes.
Hawks are playing their third game in a row today, whereas
Oh.
Dragons are just playing their second game. They had a break in between because they won their qualifier one. So
Oh.
and because Desi Hawks doesn't have that much depth, maybe it might be a fatigue issue for them towards the end of the game. Uh,
I hope there is no fatigue issue because I really like both of the teams. It doesn't sound good to have one team get an advantage over the fatigue issue. And our hydration partner Fast&Up is doing a very good job of keeping the players agile and energetic. And here comes with the pull from the Desi Hawks to defend against the Dragons with a 1 point lead. It's a nice view.
Players to watch on this D line, especially of the Hawks, is Ayush, Paridi, and Drashti. They are really athletic. They made a really good players. They Ayush especially made amazing layouts and vertical skies last game.
That was a fumble right there. That's a bad pass, and the frustration being shown by the Dancing Dragons. It's not a time to make fumble mistakes, especially on the finals. If the Desi Hawks take advantage of this, they are going to punish the Dragons and take another point lead. It's a good reset there. Nice, nice run in there. Nice reset. That's a very good defense done by the Dragons there. No space, not even giving an inch to make a pass, and still they made it. The nice catch over there. Oh, that's a beautiful hook. A bit too much for her. She was caught off guard, a bit stumbled by the person who was marking her. But that's a very good attempt and a relief for the Dragons. The replay right there. The attempt was very good. Just a
Faizu
bit
looking
too
for that
much.
inside out option to Drashti in the end zone, but she turned her hips to the other side and misjudged the disc.
Happens, Sarul, happens. The Dancing Dragons have a relief right now. Looking for a fast reset. They have picked up the pace of the game. They're keeping it fast. They're moving too fast, yes. And that could be a finisher. That could be a finisher. A bit too much. And he falls a small short of that dive over there. That was just a brilliant attempt. Very good attempt right there. Just too good.
Amazing layout attempt by Kali. He was just inches away from the disc and he couldn't hold on to the disc. giving the Desi Hawks another opportunity to get a break early in the game with 84 minutes on the clock.
And it's a turnover. Another chance for the Desi Hawks. The man looking for a reset. That is a beautiful pass right there. Good team effort. 1-2 passes, clean in between all the dragons. The Hawks seems to be flying in between the dragons right now. Beautiful pass.
Sandy, known for his quick given goes, given goes and one twos. That's what he does. He's the best at it on the field right now. He changes directions quickly as well, and
Oh, a
that's an
beautiful defense right
amazing
there.
run through the.
And that is the turnover. This match is getting very interesting in the early few minutes itself. And that is a finish. The Dancing Dragons have come back with a score of 1-1 each.
That's an amazing score by the Dancing Dragons. But what I like about the Desi Hawks is that this is what they want. They got three turnovers in this point, made the O line tired, put their O line back in, and this is what they want. And I think this is a good point for Desi Hawks.
That was a beautiful finish right there. Absolutely no one to mark the man. The Dancing Dragon have taken advantage of that. Now the Dancing Dragons with a pull to defend against the Desi Hawks with 82 minutes on the clock on the final day of season 5. And here comes the pull. Beautiful long pull all the way across. A bit outbound. And they have called a break and will be starting from the X mark. The Seahawks have a
Just,
slight advantage right here. Yes, Arul.
Gusto, who do you think is the best puller that you have seen in India?
I, I have not seen. I do not know the names of the players here, but the guy who just pulled right now, his pull was beautiful. It was not too high. It had enough spin, and it just went through like a rocket. But I think Rizwan's pull is also good. Number
Rizwan
41
from
from
Ahmedabad,
the Phoenix Fire. I think the team's name is something like that.
Reborn Fire.
Yeah, Reborn Fire. His pull is absolutely good. And the Rhinos had a player, an athletic player whose pull was very nice. It went all the way through the other end zone. That's a
Will
beautiful
Ayush
attempt
gets the
there. Could be good. No. I think there is a call for contact. And it's a self-refereed game. They have to talk to each other and comfort. She is saying for perspective. And the Desi Hawks have lost the disc. It's a turnover for the Dancing Dragons. This could be costly for them. Really nice. That's a really good
Kali
hug.
hugs the disc. It's
Oh,
a nice
beautiful
catch
catch
by
right there.
Ujwal.
Nobody to back up, but a really good catch. Just need a throw to finish. And a beautiful fake right there. This could be a score, yes. And the Dancing Dragons have punished the Desi Hawks for that. And the score goes Dragons 2, Hawks 1. A 1 point lead. A small celebration between the Dragons. They could have some Fast&Up and hydrate themselves as well. There's a beautiful huck over there.
Ujjwal
Nice
using his height
catch.
advantage. Ujjwal using his height advantage over Vishal. Vishal with a great defensive effort, but Ujjwal brings down the disc. One matchup to look out for in this game is Ayush versus Kali. This is going to be a crucial. Uh, this is going to be a crucial matchup. Whoever does well in this game and whoever keeps their uh, keeps their calm is going to bring down the disc and gets their defense D's and gets the win for their team.
Exactly as how Arul said. I do not know the name of the players, but those two athletes seem to be on top of their performance right now. Then that is what the team is demanding. On the final day, finals of Mumbai season 5 Ultimate League. A beautiful mark there. Nice. Desi Hawks setting up their line. Not at all in a hurry to rush forward. Beautiful one-twos right there. The nice cut in. A man was totally free. Need a reset. That's a beautiful run in. That could have been alongside throw. The reset looks very nice. Desi Hawks seems to be moving forward and then resetting. Just remember, guys, you can reset as much as you want as long as your team still has possession of the disc. You do not need to rush, especially when you have 77 minutes on the clock and just a 1 point lead against your opponent. That is too risky. Could have been a great defense, but somehow the Hawks managed to slide through all of that. Nice reset.
That's great. That is great defensive pressure by Dancing Dragons on the handler space.
Yeah, that was too close. I thought he almost had it. They're tired, but they do not want to give up.
Meat guarding
That is just
Vishal.
a bad throw. That is just a bad throw. That is a very sad mistake right there.
Like like I already mentioned, Vishal has been throwing these throws uh, that he is not being active on his while throwing. He has done a couple of turnovers already today just by not being active while throwing. This is what happens when fatigue comes into
Oh,
play.
another fumble right there. Sweaty hands, I guess, Arul. That was just too close for comfort. She almost had it. Okay, Desi Hawks could punish them. There's a man right there. All they had to do was pass. That's a good forward. Yes, beautiful finish. That is a beautiful backup right there. And the Desi Hawks have taken advantage of it.
Looks like
I
there's a
think
call
that
on
is a
field.
travel call. Is there a travel call? That is a travel call. And that just goes back a bit too early for celebration. स्कोर तो भी बढ़ा दिया. अब तो स्कोर करना ही पड़ेगा ना.
People who are watching the live stream, please do let us know who you got in this finals of MUL season 5.
That is
Let's
just a
let's take it one step
replay.
let's take it one
Yes.
step forward and let's try to predict the score as well of this finals in the comment section.
At this pace, I believe one of the team is going to reach a score of 13 fast, along with the other team. But the team seems to be
Let's
very
see.
professional about it.
And for just for your information, number 95 of Desi Hawks is Ayush, and Kali, I think I'm not sure what his jersey number is, but his name is actually Rahul. His name is Kali.
Good to know, Arun.
Both amazing defenders. They put their body up front and make plays for their team to get the advantage.
And the team seem to be have taking a break right now. Remember, guys, to hydrate yourself. It's a very cardio-oriented game. A lot of sweating and lots of water is going to happen. So the Fast and Up is our hydration partner. Stay hydrated, stay fresh, keep your head cool so you can perform better. As of now, with 73 minutes on the clock, the score is 2 each for the Desi Hawks and the Dancing Dragons, and each of them having a team meeting right now, analyzing what needs to be done to avoid mistakes and mishaps. And there's a team cheer up there, back to the line, and the AC Hawks with a pull to defend against the Dancing Dragons. And here comes the pull for the
Mohit
Desi
with a nice
Hawks.
pull.
That was a quick response from the Desi Hawks. They are just cupping the player, but then there's a long huck over there. The man has run in, and that is a beautiful defense right there. But he has called contact, and the disc could go back. That was a really good attempt for a cup defense by the Desi Hawks. And the disc goes back, and people
Mohit
move
quickly
back to where
contests
they
the
were.
call. What do you think about the play, Gustav? Do you think it
That was
was a
a
foul?
very good contest because I believe that contact was made between the hand that was about to grab the disc. So it's an advantage for the
Okay.
Dragons once again. That was a good meetup by the athletes over there at the end zone. Beautiful pass. And there's a guy running in. That could be a huck. No. Desi Hawks have not given. They are just cupping and putting too much pressure on the Dancing Dragons. Four players on the defense right there, including the handler. And that has brought
That's
them
the
a good result. They've got a turnover.
Yeah, that is the trademark defensive zone by Desi Hawks. It has always worked for
Oh,
them.
that's a
It's
beautiful
worked once
finish.
again. And
That
Kamath
throw, the
finds himself open inside the end zone.
that was
That
a
was a
great
bullet
positioning
throw
by yeah. Yeah,
cruising
go
through
ahead.
every player inside the end zone.
Yeah, I
The
don't.
scorer is
Did you
Dicky Kamath.
notice? Yeah, did you
Yes?
notice the second last pass over there?
Yeah?
The man asked for it, stood behind the man who was marking him, pointed it out, and after the throw was made, he made his run. So it took the
Yeah.
marker off guard and gave another opportunity for a man to get inside the end zone. That was just a brilliant play that shows the experience and coordination and the chemistry between the teammates.
Yeah.
Vishal on the disc
He
again.
recognized he recognized Kali was marking him, face marking him, so he doesn't know where the throw is gonna come from or come to. So he took advantage of it. It's a risky pass, but it's a bullet slicing through the end zone. Uh, finding Nikhil Kamath at the back line of the end zone, and it's a score.
Very well explained by Mr. Arul. That is actually a very technical game right there. That is not just brute force win. That is a very technical placement game. Desi Hawks are pulled off. They are showing very much detailed gameplay in the starting few minutes, and the Dancing Dragons will have to keep up with it. That is a very powerful hook right there, and that is not even a brick.
Uh, I'm
And the
I'm
Desi
sorry,
Hawks.
Gusto. Just wanted to correct you. It's not. It's called a pull, not a huck.
Oh, I'm sorry, my mistake.
Yeah.
Thank you, Arun. Oh, that's a beautiful
It's a
hook.
quick hug.
And oh,
A
that is too
great
close for
pressure
comfort.
by. That's the
Yes,
matchup that I wanted everyone to look out for. That's Kali
yeah,
versus Ayush. That's a great defensive pressure on Kali by Ayush.
that is beautiful defending right there. The Desi Hawks are not giving the Dancing Dragons a spot to breathe. It's making it very difficult for them to just pass through.
Earlier today, this was actually they played against each other in qualifiers. That was actually a very close game. That Dancing Dragons won, but
Oh,
this is the revenge game for Desi Hawks. Let's see if they turn things over again.
that is very exciting news as the teams have a very good rivalry going on there. A good kind of rivalry, which adds value to the representation of the skills. It is these times that decide what an actual winning team looks like because under pressure, how you perform, how your teammates coordinate, that is what matters. And that was just a fumble right there, and it's a turnover for the Dragons. They're looking to dominate and come back to the game with a 1 point behind on the Daisy Hawks. Just a finishing
Looks
move
like a pick.
required. Oh,
Looks like a pick is being called on Rahul Kali by Ayush. He's trying to explain somebody went in between both of them.
that's a good call right there. A good reset.
I will explain what a pick call is after this point.
Please do. Nice reset. That's a beautiful fake right there by the Dancing Dragons. And the defender almost had it. It was too good, too close for comfort. The Dancing
Good
Dragons
pressure
still
in the
trying to
hand of
fly
space.
around. Yeah. And this
Kali
could
with a
be a.
crossfield forehand.
That's a beautiful finish. That's a beautiful finish for the Dragons, and they're back in the game. The score is 3-3. Arul, please do explain the pick card.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, Gusto. Pick is called when a defender is not able to catch up with their marker, uh, uh, for whatever might be the reason. I mean, even if their own same team's player crosses by them in between the offensive and the defensive player, a pick is being called. Even if there is a dog or any animal running through which affects the closest path of the defender to their marker is a pick. You can call it a pick, but there is an exception. You cannot call a pick when you are playing zone. Zone is basically you are guarding different positions and not focusing on a single person. So you cannot call a pick when somebody run through you when you are trying to get a person.
Thank you, Arul, for the explanation. I hope it is clear to everyone. A bit uh, confusing, but once you play this game or understand it, it is very easy. There is a beautiful pull by the Dancing Dragons, and the Desi Hawks need to get a point lead. That is one hell of a throw right there, making it possible only for the teammate to reach for it. That is a nice pass, a good advantage. Oh, almost a fumble, but a good reset. That is beautiful. And it's a
It's
turnover.
crazy.
It's poached by the Dancing Dragons, and they could make a finish, and it is a finish. And they have a lead of 1 point over the Desi Hawks, and the player seems to be happy and angry at the same time. This
That's a
clearly
great
shows the
D by
rivalry.
Paul.
Yeah,
That's a great D by
Paul has done
Paul.
it.
He uses his length, plucks it out of the air. Sandy had to. Sandy had to. Uh, had to be active with his hands and he had to attack the disc. He was a bit too slow to catch the disc, and Kali uses it as an advantage, runs into the end zone, uses its speed, and finds a score for the Dancing Dragons. Let me explain the pick again, once again, in simple words for you, Gusto. So, when you are trying to catch up with your person, and some other person comes in between you both, you can call a pick. If it affects the closest path of you to your offensive player, you can call a pick.
Thank you, Mr. R. And here comes the pull by the Dancing Dragons to defend against the Desi Hawks. It's 61 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock on the final day of Mumbai Ultimate League Season 5 in West Mumbai. The title sponsor is Refex. The hydration partner is Fast&Up. And that's a beautiful catch right there. The Desi Hawks will just finish it right now, coming back into the game, and it's a beautiful finish. The score is 4-4. No sweat at all. And the beautiful jersey is provided by Agile. That is just a smooth comeback. No effort at all. No celebrations done. The team looking forward to dominate instead of celebrating.
Just wanted to appreciate the defensive effort of Virag on Tahir's catch. He put his body up front, laying out to get the D, but he did not end up getting the D. But it was a great effort by him. That great effort by Virag, often not noticed. These kind of defensive effort pays off during a game
A-
like this.
Absolutely, Mr. Arun. That is just a beautiful effort right there. You need to put pressure. You need to make it not easy for your opponents to move around and make passes. Especially on your finals, you have played so many weeks for this, and it all comes down to this one match, and you do not want to give it up. It's a beautiful pass right there. That's a good huck. Looking for a smooth finish. Oh no, that is just sweaty hands. Just a bad fumble. Such a good opportunity. He is regretting it, but nothing could be done. Here's the replay for it. double touch, and he loses his balance and falls down. And even the sideline, the people who were watching it felt bad. That is the 1% that we call in sport called as luck. Just a bit too good for the Desi Hawks, I guess. That's a beautiful pass right there. Nice drop. Desi Hawks finding it hard to make a pass. In cuts are the only things that are going to work right now, and resets as they have just blocked the entire field, pressurizing the Desi Hawks from moving around. That's a travel call right there. The disc goes back. Desi Hawks looking for a smooth. Ah, that is just too smooth. If he can finish this, that is just too close. On the line, just need one more pass. It's too easy to finish right there. And he has done it. And the Desi Hawks have a 1 point lead against the Dragons, and the Dragons are not at all happy about it.
Hawks
Once
get their
again,
break. Faizu with the assist, with a crazy fake, and then with a high release backhand to find Paridhi inside the end zone and for their crucial break.
very happy to see the Desi Hawks taking it cool and chill instead of being under pressure. That shows a lot about the team.
This is the last game of this season of MUL, season 5. But off season is coming up with the next big thing that's gonna happen in the South,
The South Indian League,
uh, South
South
Indian
Indian
League.
Ultimate League is coming soon.
Yes, we are not sure when it's gonna happen or what it's gonna be called or where it's gonna happen, but it's definitely happening this year. Please watch out and stay updated. Uh, look out for updates on Off Season Ultimate page on Instagram and on YouTube. And Desi
Thank you for
Hawks
the information.
are back with their trademark defensive zone with Varidi and Kamath and Drashti up front. Wide swings by Dragons, making the cup run around.
The Dragons looking for a comeback, and the Desi Hawks not at all making it easy for them as the player, the handler, or the man with the disc is being cupped always. And that is the disadvantage you get when you lose the cup. End zone, a man will be free. Nice reset there. And that could be a finish, and it's a turnover. A small misjudgment from the Dragons, and this goes directly to the Desi Hawks. This easy catch right there. A smooth interception. That is just a beautiful pass. That could be a finisher. That could be a point gainer. And there seems to be a contact. Nope, it's a turnover. Oh, the disc goes back. That seems to be a contact.
Looks
One
like
more
there's
chance.
contact on the throw.
Yes. Yes, one more chance. No, they have given the disc back. It's a turnover. That was just a fair gameplay, but both the teams were
Kali
fair
hugs
enough.
it immediately to Altaf.
And
Altaf
it is
pulls it
done.
down.
It's a done deal. That's a good spirit by both of the teams, and Dragons have made their comeback by punishing the Desi Hawks, and the score is 5-5. That's a good attempt by the defense, but short of man.
Good effort by Vishal, but an amazing grab by Altaf, respecting it his effort and giving it high five after the play as well.
Exactly. The Dragons with the pull coming up to defend against the Desi Hawks with 53 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, a score of 5 each. And there's the pull from the Dancing Dragons to defend against the Desi Hawks. Desi Hawks seems to be moving smoothly. A nice fake over there. The man for the reset is having too much space to make a decision, and that is another fake. This could be a finisher. That is a great pass and great run in. Looking for a huck or a reset. That is a reset right there. And that's a fumble. Oh no. It's a turnover for the Dancing Dragons, who could take advantage of it. That's a huck right there. Looking for a finish. And it could have been. It could have been a finish for the Dragons after the second touch. The disc was still in the air. A moment of relief for the Desi Hawks. They have the disc back, and they're trying to make their way back. And the man looking for a player to pass to comes into it. Oh, that's too. It's too much. That's just a bit too much. A clumsy throw. Could have taken more time and make sure the people have reached. The Dragons having no person to do a stall count, having enough and more time to make a run. A good reset by the Dragons. That is a good defense right there, and the Daisy Hawks looking for a fast finish. But no, they try to play it more on field. This is a good position to make a finish right there, and they have done it. They have the lead back. The Hawks with point 0.61 lead against the Dragons with 50 minutes and 21 seconds on the clock. That could be a hamstring pull right there. I hope it is nothing serious.
That could be costly for Hawks. He is almost the engine for the Desi Hawks. Looks like he is in pain, but there was a casual high release backhand by Vishal. He was exhausted as well. Looks like he is fine. Just could have been just cramps.
Yeah, I hope it is nothing serious. He seems to be having a small issue with his leg. Hope everything goes well and he's back in game soon. And the Desi Hawks coming up with a pull to defend against the Dragons. With 48 minutes and 56 seconds on the clock, the finals of Mumbai Ultimate League Season 5, West Mumbai, sponsored by Refex. The hydration partner is Fast&Up, and the beautiful jerseys provided by Agile. This is just a brilliant play right now. That's a great pull, and there is no brick.
Looks like Desi Hawks are back with their person defense. So nice hawk, good effort by Ritesh, but Meath uses his height as advantage to box him out and get the grab inside the end zone. That's a score for Dragons. The score's level at 6 with 47 minutes on the clock. It's been neck to neck since the beginning of this finals of MUL Season 5, sponsored by Refex, our jersey partner Agile, and hydration partner Fasten Up. These are
Thank
these are my
you.
favorite two jerseys of this ultimate league. They are made by Agile.
I also like the Rhinos jersey. It's very beautiful, bright colors, like a mix of yellow and sky blue. The watermelon jerseys worn by the Desi Hawks is just too good, and the
You have
Dragon
always
seems to
called
be
this.
doing an anthem, a
You
short.
have always called it as watermelon jerseys. I don't
Yeah,
know why. Just
it looks like a watermelon, so smoothing and all. And they're posing for the photos right there in the middle of the match, and it's it's just beautiful right there.
more than competition, I am happy those players are having fun out there.
Yeah, and the sideline seems to be waving and posing for the camera. Hi guys, how are you? Hope everything is fine. And they're laughing at it. All right. And here comes the Dragons after equalizing the score to pull and defend against the Desi Hawks. This game is becoming more and more intense. हाँ भाई क्या कर रहा है? थोड़ा वेव तो कर लो. Madam, you're smiling. Yo guys, yo. इनके पास होगा राइनोस का जर्सी एक चुरा लेते हैं. Hey, Mumbai Bandits, another beautiful jersey, and their coaches seem to be having a nice time. Hi, hi, back to you, sir. हाँ भाई कुछ पी लो आराम से बैठते हैं okay okay we're getting back to the game. That's a beautiful defense, and the Dragons have the disc once more. This is bad news, and this Seahawks trying to put pressure on them, not at all making it easy. Another reset by the Dragons. The Dragon seems to be, oh, that is just short.
Dimple has
Another
been
seems to, Yeah, they seem to
Too
be
good in
moving
this
up the
point.
field. That is just a good hammer throw. And the disc goes back. A travel call, I
The
guess.
thrower, the thrower, she's Dimple from Surat. She was the person who got the D as well, and it's a break for the Dancing Dragons.
And the Dancing Dragons have done it with a 1 point lead against the Desi Hawks. That is just unfortunate that the man was not even marked. कोई देखा भी नहीं that the man was there in the end zone. Look at the final pass. It's totally free right there to make a pass. The throw was a bit high, but still, she was too free. It's very crucial to see who all are standing inside your end zone because the final
That's
pass
right,
will be made
Gusto.
to the person there.
That's right, Gusto. That's exactly why you have to be too close to your person when you are when your person is left wide open. Even if the throw is bad, it gives the offensive player time to adjust and catch the disc. Whereas if the defender is right next to them, they can just get the D. Mittel was a little too short. The disc was flying over her head. She had a lot of time to adjust and catch the disc in the end zone.
The Dancing Dragon seems to be celebrating and they are confident in their strategy right now.
Looks like it's halftime, Gusto.
Oh, it's a halftime break. We started with a 90-minute clock. It's almost beyond the halftime. Just 41 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock left. With a 1 point lead, the Dancing Dragons will be making the pull to defend against the Desi Hawks, and Desi Hawks seems to be in a very serious discussion right now. On the final day of Mumbai Ultimate
Correction,
Season League, the Season 5
correction,
final
Gusto.
match between the Desi Hawks and the Dancing Dragons, sponsored by Refex. The hydration partner is Fast&Up, and the beautiful jersey is provided by Agile.
Correction, Gusto. The Desi Hawks started on offense in the first half, so it switches back, and the Dragons will have another opportunity to play offense after the half.
Oh, that is just another luck, pure luck for the Dragons. I think everything is in their side right now. The Hawks will have to fight for it. Already a 1 point down.
But it should
And
not be
very
a
aggressive.
concern for Desi Hawks because almost every point there's a turnover, Gusto. There's
Okay,
we
good.
haven't seen a point without a turnover yet. So with the defensive pressure of both the teams, there are turnovers coming up. It's
Desi
up to the
Hawks seem to be
up to
taking
which
very
team.
serious this time.
Yes, yes.
The coach
It's
they're
up to
giving
which
out.
team who's yeah. It is gonna come down to which team that is gonna capitalize on the turnovers of their opponents and get the score. Tahir a little too
Thank you, sir.
serious,
Yeah,
explaining
Desi Hawks seem to be a bit serious, and now they seems to be smiling. Don't smile because we are giving commentary, guys. Focus, focus.
after looking at the camera they are happy.
They have kindly focus, guys. We are cheering for you. Both the teams that made it to the finals, they are always on top of the table. They have outclassed and performed very well during the upcoming weeks and their past weeks. back-to-back matches, and they truly deserve to be in the finals. As the halftime resumes, we will see more of technical and real pro level plays by both the teams. The Dancing Dragons and the Desi Hawks both ready to grab the first position to be the best, and the line is back in. And here comes the Desi Hawks with the pull to defend against the Dancing Dragons, which have a 1 point lead against them. That's a beautiful pull right there. And unfortunately, it's a brick call, and the advantage goes to the Dragons.
A brick is called when the pull is sailing over and falling out of bounds. The offense team can pick up the disc and walk up to this brick mark that's marked on the field.
Hey guys,
Hi guys.
everybody seems to be happy. It's a good sight
A
right
quick
there.
hug,
Oh, oh,
but
that is just a bad fumble right there. The Dancing Dragons could have capitalized and made this lead more, but that is just bad. I think she just misjudged the distance and height and decided to turn around and go for it. Bit too high for her. Now the Dragons back on the defense, unless there is a call and the disc goes back. Nope, it's a turnover, and the Hawks have the disc. They could come back to the game with this. It's a nice reset. The Dragons making it practically impossible for the passes, and they seem to be moving through it. And the Hawks are doing a great job right now. That is a nice defense try over there by the Dragons. That is just, I think it is a contact call right there, and the DC Hawks could get the disc back in their hands.
what, Gusto, what I've been noticing throughout this Mumbai Ultimate League is that throwers are not giving that edge uh, while throwing, especially those hugs. If those hugs
Yes.
are fading into the different uh, receiver's hands, it'll be much easier. Whereas it's just flat, uh, straight and flat. If it is around
Yeah,
and
I would.
giving
We could
with an
really
edge,
use a lot of OI throws right now. OI throws which
exactly.
can go even outbounds but land exactly where the man could easily grab of the disc. That is just. Is that a contact, or I hope it
Yeah,
is not a
foul is
contact
being
again.
called.
Foul is being called. And it will soon go to contest, and if it goes to contest, it's a turnover back.
This is something I have learned very recently after playing a lot of beach ultimate, Gusto, where the field is a little way smaller, and you'll have to give a lot of edge to your throws and
Yeah.
throw it to just throw it into your uh, teammates' hands and not
Yes, sir.
flat and
That is
going
a very
away.
good. That is a very good space to learn how to make the edge throws, and also when you are in confined spaces, your game performance needs to come up, as you do not have much time left. Also, it's just the same 10 seconds stall count, and a lot of crowding is going to be there, and making passes in between that and then scoring is a bit difficult. That's a nice pass right there, and the dragon seems to be advancing. There's a man free right there. The poacher who was marking the edge seems to have lost it, and the Dragons have punished the Desi Hawks once again. And the score is 8-6. A 2 point lead for the Dragons. And somebody is doing push ups right there. He's concerned about his health. He's doing good for his own body. Very good. And the Desi Hawks have to climb up 2 points to catch up to the Dragons. Somebody please update the scoreboard. And the pull from the Dancing Dragons to defend against the Desi Hawks on the final day of Mumbai Ultimate League Season 5. It's an absolute adrenaline rush game right now. Slight
From here,
errors.
Desi Hawks. From here, Desi Hawks cannot make a single error on the offensive side. They have to get hold of all their offense points. A nice hug.
That is a beautiful
Ayush
catch right there.
catches it in front of the end zone, and it's a score. Ayush, I think he's struggling with a cramp.
He is seriously struggling. It's a calf muscle cramp. It's a gastrocnemius cramp right there. He's holding onto his calves. He needs to stretch it right now and loosen it up. It's a point. And the Desi Hawks have closed the gap between the Dragons. He's been asked by the teammate to please step out. I hope they have a massaging gun which could loosen out all his muscles and give him a good relief. Also, his body temperature needs to reduce a bit. The team could use this time to hydrate themselves. The hydration partner is Fast&Up, and also cool down their heads. The cooler your head, the better your thinking and the performance in the field.
This also happens when you play 3 games in a row, Gusto. Nothing can be done. Even if you hydrate, even if you are relaxed, he's been playing almost every other point or even back to back points 3 games in a row. That's hard.
I totally agree with you, Mr. Arun. The Parawa 2025 conducted by the Kokajis, the Gucci Ultimate Club, recently on 25, 26, and 27th of April, we had the same issue. We had games back to back for 3 continuous days, and on the last day, all the athletes were tired. The muscles were too stiff, but still, most of them performed. That's a nice pull there. Dancing Dragons. Somebody please update the scoreboard. 28 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. The final match on the final day, Mumbai Ultimate Season 5. That is just too close, too easy.
This is
Absolutely nobody
too
was in the
easy,
match.
too easy for Dancing Dragons. This is unacceptable for the Desi Hawks. They have to put in pressure when they're, especially when they are down. There was no pressure on the mark or on the receiving end. It's almost like, okay, take this point. We are gonna play offense.
That throw is just brilliant. It's actually perfectly marked and it comes down at the proper time, just like a feather falling into the hands. Dancing Dragon looking very confident right now as they have a 1 point lead against the Hawks. I believe the score is 7-9. Can somebody check, please?
Yes, it is Gusto. The score is 7-9.
Kindly update the score, please. There's a 2 point lead for the Dragons, and they do not want to keep that lead up. They clearly are not going to let the Hawks come up. And there comes a pull from the Dragons to defend against Desi Hawks once again. The Hawks seem to have slowed down the game. Oh, that is a nice fake there. That is just a bad fumble. I do not know if it is sweaty hands or he just let the disc hit him. And the crowd seems to be enjoying the match. They seem to be focusing on someone who is having a good time at the sideline. And the Dragons have made their passes, looking for another high buy. That could be a finisher, and that is another finisher for the Dragons. Absolutely nothing could be done. And he is doing a somersault right there. That man, a very good athlete.
Kali is too excited. It's a great grab.
It seems like the Dragons have fixed their eye on the first prize, and the Desi Hawks not at all happy about it. And here comes the pull by the Dancing Dragons to defend against the Desi Hawks with a 2 point lead.
It's actually a 3 point lead. The score is 7-10. Dragons are up. Please check the scorers.
I'm sorry, Mr. Arul, my mistake. It's a 3 point lead. Hoping the Desi Hawks can catch up to them. It's a contact made while defending. And the Desi Hawks seems to be resetting. That is just a bad fumble again. They seem to be making small mistakes over and over. Not looking good at all. The Dragons with a 3 point lead, taking it easy. There's a nice hammer throw right there. Nice 1-2. It's a beautiful hook. And he has done it again. And the score is 7-11. That goes to a 4 point lead to the Dancing Dragons. And the game has taken a drastic turn.
And that's called a turn the page cut. The receiver ran to the foreside and he got pump faked backhand, and he quickly changed direction and ran to the forehand side, which is the break side. It's called a turn the page cut. It's really helpful when you're running deep and it's not open. Quickly chop stop and run to the other side.
Yes, Arul, that definitely makes a big difference in isolating yourself and making room for a throw to come in. The Dragons making it clear that they are dominating the field against the Hawks. The Hawks need to work a 4 point up to reach up to the Dragons, and they are just 3 points away from reaching 13 points. As we mentioned earlier, one of the teams could easily reach 13 points. A nice throw, nice pull from the Dragons, and the Desi Hawks wasting no time, making 1-2 passes and advancing through the field. That is a beautiful inline.
Yeah, तो ठीक है.
Oh no. This could be good. That is good. That is a very good catch right there. That man with this injured leg doing the best for a team. The most spirited player I've ever seen again.
भैया कुछ रिकॉर्ड
Oh no.
नहीं ना.
Another reset. The Hawk has stepped down. Looking for a hawk right there. That could be a good finish. And she has done it. And the Desi Hawks have made the lead 3 from 4. And the score is 8-10. That is a good attempt. And that flick off from the defender has landed it on the Daisy Hawks. A beautiful catch by the lady.
विशाल deep. I'll play shorty. Vishal deep. Wing.
There was actually good defense by Dancing Dragons. The Hawk just got a little lucky. After two deflections, they were still able to catch the disc inside the end zone.
Yes, that we could call it the hand of God in sports. That 1% luck that we all look out for. It does come in play. We will never know when and where. Just need to be alert for it. That is a break call right there. and the Dancing Dragons with a 3-point lead also on the offense.
I'm not really sure if the game is to 13 or 15, but if it is to 13, it's gonna be a quick
Very small,
finish
tight
for
match.
the Dancing Dragons. But let's see if the Hawks are back with their trademark defensive
Yeah, cup defense is in play.
zone. Let's see if they can turn things around.
Yes, they have done it. They have done the defense. The pressure did work, and they have a turnover. This could be a comeback for the Desi Hawks.
They have to capitalize on these turnovers.
Exactly. It's a beautiful throw right there. That's a smooth finish, and the Desi Hawks have punished the Dragons. And the score is 9-11, a 2-point difference between both teams. This is Mumbai Ultimate League Season 5, the final match between Desi Hawks and Dancing Dragons. The sponsor, the title sponsor is Refex, the hydration partner is Fast&Up, and the jerseys are sponsored by Agile.
तुझ्या गाडी दुधाची गाडी आहे चल आलो आहे रेंचो शॉट शॉट घेऊन दे मला चांगला उड्या
It feels
People
like
who
it's
are
becoming too
watching,
many words. If you could cut it off.
people who are watching, please stay tuned for the closing ceremony and the prize distribution after the match is over.
अल्ताफ बच्चे विराग बच्चे ये छोकरी हो गई भाई काढ़ा तो यहाँ लगा ये बच्चे क्या आवाज़ मैंने
And
अल्ताफ बच्चे
Daisy Hawks with a pull to defend against the Dragons with a poor score of 8.
अबे साउथ है रे साउथ वाले पंडगड़ी एंड एंड बरे ए रे ए एवढ्या तू माझी बरी टेप आली का आता लावली आहे ती हा
And the Dragons seems to be making really good passes in between all this Hawks running in between them. There is a cup defense going on. And still the Dragons have enough and more people to run out. And that could be a good finish. Oh, that is a beautiful defense right there.
अबे
Nice
आजच्या
poaching
पण नाही यार सर
done by the DC Hawks.
लास्ट
And that is a bad throw.
हे साहिल तुला काय बोलून गेला माहिती आहे ना सेटअप पॅक करायचा आहे
That was almost
मला सांगून गेला.
almost in
मला
defense.
सहा भेटले,
And the
सहा
Dragons
वर
have punished the Hawks for that bad throw right there. And the
आता
score
आपल्याला
goes
setup
3
चं
up
काय
again.
माहिती. त्याला श्यामने नील करल नील
That is the defense the Desi Hawks had, but the mistake they made after that.
बसलेला होता दिवसभर तरी कंटाळा आलाय रे ऑफिसला नील लावडा सोडतोय बघ नील येतानीच
He
बोल
almost had it. He almost had that disc. A nice dive, a good spirit by the player there, but bit too fast. I must congratulate the madam who caught the disc under those pressure and a guy jumping in between. Stayed focused. Good point by the Dragons. The score is 8-12. And the pull from the Dragons to defend against the Hawks once again. With 14 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, the final match between the Dancing Dragons and Desi Hawks on West Mumbai, Mumbai Ultimate League Season 5, sponsored by Refex. Desi Hawks seems to be doing a good job right now. They need to get back in the game. A nice reset. That is a good catch right there. Oh no, that is a travel call. The disc goes back. I believe it is Mr. Arora, who's doing a very good job for the team despite the leg injury. Desi Hawks looking for a breakthrough right now. One good run and a pull could do it. That is a good running by the handler, and that's a finish. Very good finish by the Desi Hawks, and they have done it. They're still back in the game. 12 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock.
Good timely
So,
cut by number 11 of Desi Hawks. I think it's Shraddha.
and the score is 10-12. A 2 point lead for the Dragons. A really close match, and
Quick shout out to a quick shout out to Kanika as well. It's been on the Desi Hawks side throughout this MUL season. Even though she has been injured, she was there every weekend on the sidelines, helping out Tyre, bringing the team together, and calling lines as well.
very good. Very good news, Arul indeed. Team spirit and team coordination is very, very good right now. Dancing Dragons, I believe, is on the edge of winning this tournament. And that's a reset right there. They have tried to change the wing, but it comes back to the same place. That is a contact right there between the two players. But the throw was a bit too short, I guess.
Kamath on the floor, injury called.
The Desi Hawks have the disc in their hand right now.
क्या बोल रहे हो
Could bring the game
कैमरे की बैठी
within 1 point
कैमरे की गई रहती तो उसको
It could
पता
happen.
चलता
if they manage to get the score.
10 minutes left on the clock. Desi Hawks need 2 points to get back in the game, which means no room for error, no time to play. It's all just serious business from now. Aurora looking for a man to make a pass. He makes a reset and a run in.
लो
Very good job right there.
तुझा वायरलेस बंद झालाय का बघ
That is a good, and that is a good finish by the Desi Hawks. They have done it. They have closed the gap between the Dancing Dragons and brought it down to 1 point. There is a contact being made.
ये अभी क्या करूँ इसका कुछ काम
The Dragons making wind for him with the disc. His leg seems to be really tight right now. He
अभी
seems
इसका
to be
कुछ टाइम है.
tapping for it to loosen up the muscles. That man seems to be in pain. I hope the medic comes to his rescue. Oh no, he's being lifted off the floor and taken out. We greatly hope it is nothing serious, not a major injury. That looks real bad. Remember to hydrate yourself, guys. The hydration partner is Fast&Up.
This is a crucial point for Desi Hawks. They need this break to get back into this game. The score is
Yes, Arun, just 1 point
12
lead.
11 to Dancing Dragons. Yes.
With 8 minutes and 3 seconds on the clock, this game could go either ways, and Desi Hawks with the pull to defend against the Dancing Dragons. They're asking for confirmation before the pull, and here it comes. Desi Hawks really don't want to give up, and they're fast to the defense. Their cup formation still intact. Their poacher seems to have missed a man, but they seem to have held the line right there. That is a very good cup formation, making it very difficult for the Dragons to make a cut in. They seem to have a man open right there. You see, he's calling out, "अरे क्या कर रहे हो भाई इधर भागो." And the Dancing Dragons have enough and more time to make a decision. And this point could be the end game. The Dragons do not want to risk. They do not want to take any risk regarding the finish. Not even attempting a huck from anywhere on the field. They want this confirmed point. They do not want to play around. There's a beautiful run right there. This could be it for the Dancing Dragons. Too many players rushing in, and they have missed the spot.
And that's
And
a
that's a fumble.
turnover right in front of the end
That's a
zone.
bad fumble right there for the Dragons, and the Desi Hawks could take advantage of it. It's a travel call. Mr. Aurora not at all happy with the call right there.
But I think
And then this
it's a
goes
valid
back.
call by Paul. I think it's a valid call by Paul because the turnover happened. He cannot bring the disc up to the line.
Oh no.
ह्याला टायमिंगवर ह्याला एक्स्ट्रा मिनिट असेल ना 5.
This is getting intense, guys.
It's getting very intense. And the Desi Hawks
इतकं
have the
टाइम पास पण
disc.
काउंट होते इतकं बघ तुझे ना फॉकसमध्ये
Another throw where the disc goes back.
और इतना मिनिट बाकी
And the man was in
3
marked.
मिनिट बाकी 3 मिनिट बाकी स्कोर किसका ज्यादा स्कोर किसका ज्यादा टोपली वाली टीम
Exactly 5 minutes left on the
उसका
clock.
लगता है वो
This is a
पता है
very
उसका
tight
मिनिट
match.
बाकी है तो
And the Daisy Hawks have taken a risk, a huge risk,
ओ खतरनाक खतरनाक
and it's a beautiful defense. That is just
That's very
great
good
defending right
defense.
there. Mr. Aurora could have
उसके
reached.
अंदर जाने के लिए डर लग रहा
Let's see what happened.
है मैच मैच मूवमेंट है अंदर जाने
Oh no,
मैच मूवमेंट है अंदर नहीं जाओ
that is a very good effort by Mr. Aurora. And the Desi Dancing Dragons have made a finish, and the point is done. The score is 13-11.
That's a that's a spike by Dimple. That's a really good defensive effort by Tahir. But Paul used his height advantage and got the disc up. early in the sky.
A slight misjudgment right there. He jumped a bit too early. I believe the match is still on. 3 minutes and
Which
51 seconds on the clock. The Desi Hawks could come back to a draw match. The whistle is being blown. And here comes the Dancing Dragons with a pull to defend against the Desi Hawks. The last few minutes of the game. A beautiful pull right there by the Dragons. The Desi Hawks need to capitalize on this. A nice pass there by the Hawks.
the Hawks need a quick score.
No, that is just a bad turnover and a good finish by the Dragons, and it is done, guys. At this point, with just 2 minutes 40 seconds on the clock, it doesn't look like there is a comeback for the Hawks. Remember, guys, when you are under pressure and last minutes, you do not make passes instantly. You have 10 seconds. The stall time is 10. Please take your own time to make passes. So there's a clear pass between your teammates.
Kali with a great layout D, and Vishal being a very spirited. He did not call anything. Quickly, Kali quickly picked up the disc and hugged it to Meet. He knows he has played with Meet all his life. He knows exactly where to throw that disc for him to run and catch it. That's amazing game
Yes,
chemistry by
exactly, Mr.
the
Varun.
Dragons.
On the
But
final few minutes,
we can't take anything away from the Desi Hawks. They gave us a really good game to watch.
exactly, Mr. Varun. On the final few minutes, on the final day of Mumbai Ultimate League Season 5 in West Mumbai, the final pull, I believe, by the Dancing Dragons to defend against the Desi Hawks. And it's almost done. Desi Hawks still with a good spirit right there. Just 1 minute on the clock. Good passes being made. That is a fumble right there, a misjudgment. The man has ran in a bit too much. And there goes, if they make the point, that is good defense right there. The game would have ended right there. Just 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds on the clock. The last few seconds, the last 10 seconds, the game could come to a hard stop.
And that's game time, guys.
So this is the last attempt by the Desi Hawks. And that's a beautiful catch. A really good catch right there. Not letting the team down even in this last second. Looking for a hug. That's a nice one too. The Daisy Hawks trying to take one last point off the field. Making too many fast passes. I hope they can finish this. And Daisy Hawks have almost reached the end zone. And That is a beautiful pass, and the score is 12-14. And with that comes to a grand finale for the Mumbai season 5 Mumbai Ultimate League, sponsored by Refex. The hydration partner is Fast&Up, and the beautiful jerseys provided by Agile.
Dancing Dragons and Desi Hawks both. Thank you for amazing finals of this season of MUL. It was an amazing fight between the top two teams, but Dancing Dragons proving it again that they are the best of this bunch. Looks like the game is not done yet, Gusto.
The timer has run out. I do not believe it can proceed more. A big thank you to all those who are present, online and offline, for this final match at Mumbai West. I clearly do not understand what is going on, but the Desi Hawks seems to be making another pull to defend against the Dragons. I guess it is the first team to reach 15, I guess. A good reset there. Arul, any
Something
information on
says
why?
I'm not sure actually why the game is still on. Or maybe they are playing for +1. Uh,
Yeah, maybe the
yeah,
first team to reach 15.
yeah. But I just wanted to share something. Both teams are amazing, but the difference between these two teams is that the Dancing Dragons has depth. Even though they have stars, they have a lot of depth as well. That's a point to note for players who are picking their teams in the future in leagues. That's an amazing effort by
And
Vishal,
yeah, he
and
almost,
Kali. Kali gets the score. Uh, he is the
once
star
again,
of Dancing Dragons.
yeah, it's a beautiful run in there by Kali, and that defense jump was too good. They have done it. I must say, Desi Hawks is the most spirited team in this entire league right now.
Yes.
And the most spirited player would be Mr. Arora, who's running around with that injured leg and making dives and doing the best for his own team. And with that, I believe the game has come to an end, and the Dancing Dragons have reached a score of 15. And that's
Yes.
a final touch off between each teams. And
Yeah.
with that,
That's the key to victory, Gusto. When you are picking teams, should not be just looking for one or two star players. You have to they they can't play all the points. So
exactly,
we have to look out for other people as well. Uh, Depth basically is the recipe for victory. Dragons have
yeah.
shown us that, proved us that. They are two times champions of the MUL.
And they truly deserve it. As you said, their players have a real good chemistry and coordination between them, and the depth is too good. And with that, the final has come to an end. A beautiful game between the Desi Hawks and Dancing Dragons. And Mr. Arul, if you could uh, poach one of the Desi Hawks jersey, I would be happy to receive it.
I'll do my best, Gustav, for sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I got I got some of my friends there. I'll try my best.
I'm grateful to you forever. And
Watermelon
Mr.
jersey
Arul,
is for you. I'll get those watermelon for you.
the watermelon looks, that jersey looks really, really beautiful. Watermelon jerseys.
Once again, congratulations to Dancing Dragons. And this is me, Arul, signing off. I gotta go, Gusto.
Thank you,
See you
Mr.
again
Arul, for joining
next
with
time.
me. And this is Gusto Francis. Very thankful to the team that gave me an opportunity to do the commentary for the season 5 of Mumbai Ultimate League, and all the others who helped out. Thank you very much. And we are signing off. That is a beautiful match right there. This entire sport is very beautiful, and we are playing here in the south, and hope to meet you guys on the ground for some match in the future. And I hope everybody stays hydrated and happy. Have a good Sunday evening, guys. Tomorrow's Monday. And goodbye. Oh, I forgot to say one more thing. May the 4th be with you.
Thank you, Gusto. I just wanna finish with our shoutouts. Thank you, Refex, for being the title sponsor. Have done so much for this ultimate community in India. Thank you for Fast&Up for being the hydration partner uh, in this hot summer. Hydration is must for any athlete. And thank you, Agile, for being the jersey partners and providing us with amazing, colorful jerseys for this edition of Mumbai Ultimate League. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, off season, for this opportunity. See you all next time. Peace out.
And thank you very much, Arun. And it's a goodbye from the south. And few replays going on, few beautiful scores being made. This is Gusto Francis signing off, and good night.
Hello, hello, everyone. This is the last. We're finally starting. We're finally starting. Oh, it's okay. Okay, 2021, we started season 1. And since then, finally, we've come to MUL season 5. First of all, big round for everyone here giving us support through all these years. Thank you, guys. Like I like to say every year, we have players coming from Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Surat, Pune. In this year, we had people coming in from Hyderabad, my city, of course. So thank you all for showing us support each and every year. And MUL season 6 is going to be bigger. To that. Most importantly, unfortunately, I missed last year, and to see this year there are so many new faces that I don't recognize yet. But now I will after your incredible play over these past 4 weeks. So to all the new players, tomorrow MUL is going to be another great platform to show us how good you are. So we're looking forward to having you again. I'll do the usual round. So, and foremost, this is our 12th tournament, and each and every person, every sponsor that you see on the back of this has supported us throughout. So, a huge shout out to our primary sponsors, Refex. Can we hear it for Refex? Slowly but surely, over 4 years, that Mag Tire and I have been working on this. OSU is a small name for itself, but nothing possible without Refex. So, big round to Refex. We hope we can keep pushing the level of Indian Ultimate. It's a good time to remind you that in August, we hope to finally go south and start a South Ultimate League for Bangalore and Chennai. Saying that, we have a few more people who support us. Of course, the people behind the cameras, SportsCast. Can we have a huge round of applause for SportsCast? So, like I said, 12 tournaments. They've been with us throughout. We have slowly started building how to shoot Ultimate Frisbee here in India. We have a long way to go, but we're confident that we're going to keep getting better. And thank you, Sportscast, for supporting us for it. Don't forget to tag them when you guys make your reels, like 30 minutes from now. This year we had a new sponsor in Fast&Up. Can we hear it for Fast&Up? Fast&Up is a growing energy drink brand that are doing all kinds of electrolytes and supplements for people to get charged up during the game. They've been starting to work in pickleball, paddle, and now they've made their entry into Ultimate. So hopefully they'll keep growing with us. So thank you, Fast&Up. And of course, we have Agile. Look down at all your shirts. Look at how well they're made. That's only possible because of Adrian and Agile. So despite all time he's gone through, he still has. So thank you, Agile. Okay, a few more people. One, I want to hear a huge round of applause. Can we have a huge round for our volunteers? Every year, our volunteers are the backbone of our operations. Magdar and I have slowly given up some operational duties to our volunteers, especially Rupesh Bhai, who's been with us. So thank you guys so much for showing us support. I mean, it's fun to come, even if it's so hot, at least we get to play, right? But they're not playing, but they're still there to support us, do the scorekeeping, keep the time, get yelled at by different captains about how much time is left. So after this, you can also apologize to them for any behavior. But thank you guys so much. Thank you. And finally, can we have a huge round for Shantanu Bhai and Mayur Bhai? Both of them stay up right after MUL and send the pictures on Monday morning to the three of us for you guys to then start making your reels, start putting it on your Instagrams. That's not the work. Taking pictures is a task, but then correcting them, making the videos takes even longer. So big shout out to Shantanu Bhai and Mayur Bhai. And finally, McIntyre. Huge round. Being the best player in MUL and the best captain in MUL is not easy, as well as putting all of this together. I was not here last year and they still held it together. So thank you both so much for keeping off-season Ultimate going. We'll keep going, of course. Okay, saying all that, now let's get to the presentation ceremony. Okay, we're gonna start off with top assists. We know who won this. 58 assists in 12 matches is pretty insane. But he's done it. He performs every MUL. A huge round of applause for Altaf. Magpie? Yeah! अच्छा वाला लो. ये बात. ठीक है? Okay. Now in the female category. Any guesses? Top assist female. It's actually a tie between Ritika and Dimple. Can we have both of them? It makes no surprise that the top assist male and top assist females were from the finalists. So great job, guys. Well done, both of you. Okay, now we'll move to the most spirited player. Any guesses for the most spirited player, male? Any guesses? Okay, I'll give everyone's favorite handler. Can we have Sunil Verma, please? Yeah. चलेगा लास्ट सीजन का भी चलेगा बंटाई स्टेपल सुनील वर्मा दिखा एक बार इनसाइड आउट consistent performer at MUL. Thank you, Sunil. Now, most spirited female. Any guesses? Okay. Can we have Drashti from Desi Hawks? We know Drashti is incredible with her Ds, but she's also bagged most spirited player. Well done. Okay, now, last few awards. Any guesses for top score male? Aja Meet. Well done. Meet finished with 40 scores over 12 games. Well done, Meet. And now, we have any guesses for the most scores by a female? It went down to the today. Today was the last day. But Inika from Afterburners takes it. Well done, Inika. Okay, and finally, before we know the results that we all seen, any guesses on most spirited team? Desi Hawks, you're right. Please have the Desi Hawks here. It's impressive that Desi Hawks not only came second but also finished in most spirited team. That's an incredible sign of their competitiveness. Can we have the spirit captains of Desi Hawks, please? Spirited team को बनाना है ना. We need the whole team. All of you have won this. पीछे से आओ, कैमरा के पीछे से. Can we have some cheer for the Desi Hawks, please? आते जाओ, आते जाओ. Well done, Desi Hawks. Dair, sorry, Mac. Uh, Congratulations, Desi Hawks, on being the most spirited team. Can we have the rest of the team also with the? Okay, can we also have the captains of the Desi Hawks? Yes, can we have the captains of Desi Hawks, please? Captain. Okay, can we have a big cheer for the Spirit champions and the second place, Desi Hawks, please? Thank you, Desi Hawks, for such a good showing in your debut season. Now, finally, the moment of MUL season 5 before we close. Defending champions and first time, two-time winners, the Dancing Dragons. Can we have the captains of Dancing Dragons first to accept the trophy? Okay, sorry, first medals and then please. Now, finally, the last moment. Can we have the captains of the Dancing Dragons to accept the trophy? Captains? Thank you guys for coming and see you next year. Get home safe and see you next year.
Hello, hello. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in. I hope you have enjoyed MUL. See you all next season. Anyone who's tuning in on the live streams, thank you so much for joining in. Keep liking our streams. See you all soon. We are coming to the South. We have South Ultimate League in August and September. So till then, yeah, see you all. Bye, guys, and see you all soon.